Your intuition is one of your greatest gifts, and when you open it up, there's so much magic that becomes available. I'm Briana Borten, and I help people awaken to their highest self. If you're someone that's on the path of your fullest potential, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any new videos from me. There are 11 steps that will help you break free of the epidemic of confined, ego-dominated reality and begin living a life that's full of magic and serendipity with a source of guidance that's always there for you. Each of these steps is a sacred gateway into your inner wisdom. So number one is to commit to opening this communication channel, to really allow yourself to be devoted to this practice of opening it up. Number two is to invite your highest self to guide you, really asking to be tuned in and turned on in this way, to have a direct source of communication. 3, tune in on a daily basis. Practicing this every day makes a huge difference. 4, ask questions inwardly every day. I'm going to make a video in just the next couple of weeks about some of the questions that you can ask inwardly that really help. But any question that you can ask that really opens you up, that allows you to ask and receive something that is important to you, some guidance for the day. But when you do it every single day, you start to create a habit of it and you really allow yourself to start to listen. And that brings us to number 5. Be open to receiving intuitive messages. So when you receive an intuitive message, don't dismiss it. Don't think you just made it up. Don't make a reason for it. Don't make an excuse for it. Really be open. This doesn't mean that it's always right. You don't have to be right about the intuitive messages, especially in the beginning, but you do need to learn to be open. And number 6 is to stay loose. This is a little bit about what I was just talking about not getting overly attached to what you hear, not getting overly attached to it being right, letting yourself soften and be loose about it. Let it be fun. Let it be joyful even in receiving these messages. And number 7, be discerning. So sometimes we have a feeling that actually does come from past traumas, from triggers. Sometimes we have things that come in that are actually just junk, honestly. And so we have to learn how to discern between fear and intuition. We have to learn how to differentiate between judgment and intuition. And it's just a matter of, back to number 6, being loose and letting it kind of flow and actually seeing what is there, seeing if there's something that is really true in that moment. And then number 8 is to acknowledge, act, and reflect. So we want to acknowledge our intuition, take action, and then reflect and see if it was accurate. This is how we learn, right? We learn from this if we acknowledge, act, and then look back and see, like, was that accurate? Did that make sense? Because it actually takes this reflection in order for us to really gain the principled listening to our intuition. Then number 9 is learn to interpret. Learning to interpret our intuition is a really important aspect because sometimes it isn't as clear as like the clouds open up and there's like a sign written in the clouds. It's like, yes, do the thing, right? It's not always that clear. So we really do need to learn to interpret, and we often need to learn to listen to our bodies because it's one of our biggest receivers of information that we can learn to interpret from. And then 10 is to heal and clear blocks. Often our intuition gets fuzzy or staticky because of blocks that we have, because of judgments, because of preconceived notions, because of stories. There are so many reasons that we may have blocks that get in the way of our intuition. And so we really want to be able to heal and clear these blocks. Doing energy work is a really great way to do this, working with a mindset coach, having somebody who can help walk you along to help clear those blocks. This is something that I do with a ton of my clients. And then 11 is to track your experiences. So from that act and interpret, like see how that went. You want to actually track like, oh, I did this and then this happened. I heard this and then this happened. Just even keeping a journal very much helps in this situation. I'd love to help you tune in even more to your intuition and nail these 11 steps. If you're ready for that, I created a beautiful intuition guide for you. There's a link to get it for free in the description below. If you liked this video, please like it and share it with all your cool friends. I love you so much. Thank you for being here.